name's Beau. From England. 21. Um, I'm currently out in Miami as a college athlete. I was previously, sorry, at Newcastle from the age of 12 to 18. And then obviously like being over here in Miami for the last 2 years. Um, and it's been good. But obviously I've seen online there was a lot of different ways to kind of make money and was really interested into kind of how I could do it. And lucky enough, I came across Leon's page and saw what his was about. So I've been with Leon for the past, I want to say 2 to 3 months, and it's been really well. It took me about three weeks or so to go through the course and understand everything, and then after that, I managed to get a role within 3 days of looking, and I've been in my role now for about 2 months now.
Beautiful. Okay. So for someone that doesn't know, what the fuck is appointment setting? What is high ticket sales? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, the best way I can describe it is appointment setting is a way that you can make money through your phone. And if you've got a lot of spare time like I did, it's perfect. So what you do essentially is you look after someone's DMs. So if someone's very busy and they've got a lot of following, they can't deal with all the inflow and followers that they get, as they'll be busy doing whatever. So what you essentially do is speak to every new follower. For me, that's what I do personally,
Yeah.
and basically you find a way to manipulate and speak for them to get onto a call and buy a course with the person that you're working with. Um, and the way you do that is through obviously the high ticket sales, the way you learn how to speak through sales. And then after that, once you get them into a course and they buy, you end up getting a commission of that, which can be from 8% to 10% commission of whatever the ticket sale is.
Cool. Okay. Me personally, I was on 20% because I was just such a talented setter.
Okay,
Um,
I'm not quite there yet. Not quite there.
no, I'm just kidding. But okay. So why high ticket sales? Because like you told me you tried day trading, you tried drop shipping. There is so much stuff out there. There's a new thing
Mhm.
popping up every week. Why was high ticket sales the thing like you actually committed to and saw results with?
Um, I think obviously like with the day trading and stuff like that, it comes very saturated. And then once I saw this, I I could see there wasn't necessarily like a big market. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of still up and coming when I looked into it because I'd looked into it for quite a while, but never really had the balls to go for it.
Yeah.
Um, and then once I realized and saw your page and the amount of testimonials you have of like people saying, "Look, I'm an athlete like I am," and then they go, "Look, I spend 4 to 5 hours of my day doing nothing, scrolling through TikTok. Now I can do that and spend that time making money." So I was like, "Well, me, I've got 6 hours plus free.
Yeah.
Like I'm free after 1 p.m." Um, so I think that was one of the biggest reasons of like I'm sick and tired of like doing nothing, not really working, and now there's this opportunity that I've seen a lot of testimonials of, and I actually believe in.
Yeah.
And if another factor for me was uh, a, one of my boys who I play with at the moment. One of his friends is actually in the course and
Yeah.
doing very well. Um, and once I saw that, it was helpful to be like, oh shit, like obviously there is all these testimonials, but now it's proof for me.
Yeah.
And then once I found that, and then spoke to a few people in a course, I was like, it was just a matter of time before I came in.
Okay. Almost every single testimonial and athlete we've worked with, like yourself, say after joining, I just wish I started sooner. I wish I wasn't so skeptical. I wasn't so scared. I wish I had the balls to bite the bullet earlier. But
Hmm.
the biggest thing that holds most people back is still that skepticism, still that, well, this clearly works. There's clearly athletes doing it. But what if shit
Hmm.
hits the fan? What if this doesn't work for me? What if I lose money?
Hmm.
How did you personally move past that? And if someone is an athlete, they want to make money from their phone, how would you recommend they do the same thing?
So, I mean, one of the things that you have in your course is obviously the refund.
Hmm.
Is if we can't find a job or a role within in the time you give,
Yeah.
you get the refund. So obviously you have skepticism of that anyway, but like that's there's like the main boundary of like, look, okay, if
Yeah.
shit hits, are fine. I know I can get my money back. But also for me it was like I'm young. Like
Mm.
why not give it a risk? Like I grew up as an athlete of not just playing it safe. Like if you want to make it professional or get in life, you don't play it safe. Like you go do stuff, you go do the extras or stuff like that. So for me, it was like take the risk. I know there's a lot of skepticism behind it, but for me, it was like I need to be a risk taker
Yeah.
to get stuff done. Like you're not really gonna go anywhere in life if you take the easy route. So I think that was kind of the biggest thing for me to help get over the skepticism.
Mm. Opportunity is always seen as risk before you take the step,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, like,
Yeah.
before you do the thing, it seems risky. Once you've done it, you've succeeded. It was just a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Where do you think you would be now if you didn't, take that risk?
Like doing nothing. I mean, I've been injured. I've just fully tore two ligaments in my ankle, so I've been not even being able to train. So it's been pretty shit for me. So if I haven't have even been here, and I mean, I think I would have been sat in bed all day, sat on the couch, doing absolute nothing, getting fat, being not depressed, but just not enjoying life.
Yeah.
I just don't think I'd be in a good place at all.
Interesting. Because, like, most people settle for that. Like, that's most people's lives, right? As in, like,
Hmm.
we compare, I'd say athletes are high performers, but like the general population, that's what their life looks like. Work 9 to 5, rot in bed on TikTok the rest of the day. Why was
Hmm.
that like not fine for you personally?
I think it's just something that's like within, and that's within. Like I've never been one to just settle. Like as athletes,
Mm.
we're never one to settle. Like you always want more. And like I've worked little jobs, like I've worked in a bar over a summer, and stuff like that. And you're just like, it's not like it just wasn't for me. Like I knew
Yeah.
doing a 9 to 5, as much as it can be good for people, like for me personally, it wasn't it. Like I knew there's so much money and so much opportunity for growth online. Um, and then once I found out through this, I mean, it was perfect.
I'm curious because you had a friend of a friend. He hit 10K a month within 90 days with us. You saw that and you knew it was real because you could touch the guy, you could see the guy in person. I'm curious, do you
Yeah.
think if you didn't have that friend that you
Hmm.
would have joined the program?
Yeah, I still would have. As it did help with the choice, but then at the same time, it was still a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
So it like as much as it can be, like he could have still been this one off in the skepticism that I
Yeah.
had. But it obviously it did help, but it was never a deciding factor. It was I think once I saw the opportunity with this, I think it was kind of like, okay, this is I'm gonna do it, and I think as you said before, like you see some risk, and I think maybe I was trying to find different ways to kind of pull myself away from making this decision. It might be too risky, and then when I look back and I was like, okay, this person's done it, but in reality, I think in reality, I would have joined anyway. It was
Yeah.
just that little thing obviously did help.
Hey, yeah. So from when you first came across me to when
Hmm.
you started working with me in the program, how long did that take? Do you remember roughly?
To the first message until when I joined.
Well, from like when you followed, I first reached out to when you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was about 2 months, possibly.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think it was about 2 months to when I followed. You reached out, we had a talk. and then possibly even 3 till when I joined.
Mm.
So yeah, a little too long.
So from when you first came across my Instagram, you followed me, I reached out to when
Hmm.
you started working with me, and then whatever it was, 2 weeks later, or like 15 days later, you were in your first role. First 2 weeks, you made 1.5K. How many testimonials did you see from when you followed me to right when you joined? Do you remember?
Countless. I mean, when I first messaged you, obviously, like you sent a few
Yeah.
uh through straight away, and I watched every single one of them. Um, but then as like time goes by, and I'm contemplating, I think there would have been at least another 10 or 15 that you would have either put on your story or
Yeah.
posted about. So I would say at least 20 that I would have seen in the 2, 3 months that took.
So we have this website that we send out sometimes. It's just screenshots and videos, like a results page. Google blocks the page because it's too long. There's too many results.
There's too many. Yeah.
But you still had this, what if I'm different? What if this doesn't work for me? What if they're just like a bunch of one-offs, even though there were hundreds of them?
I mean, you tell me wrong, but I don't think there'll be anyone that who has joined has been like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm gonna give this half-ass shit. Like, it's not in you, do you know, as athletes. So I feel like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, obviously, there's certain people have different circumstances once they're in, and it might take a little bit longer. But I think in reality, like the average that I would see from like even when I've been in and I've been posting like the wins of whatever, like
Yeah.
the average would be a month, not even that, 2, 3 weeks of being in the course to then getting a role.
Yeah. For sure. And it's like when you really think about it, people go to uni for 4 years to get a piece of paper that isn't even a job that pays them less, where they have to clock in to an office that they don't even like that job.
Yeah, and exactly, and half the time it's not even the job they necessarily want.
Yeah.
It's just what they can get.
And they
So
paid like 50 grand for it or whatever it is.
yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean, we could talk about that. I mean, like for me, obviously, like I'm at uni now, and I can kind of obviously go like, look, I'm at uni.
yeah.
Uh, it was obviously the backup to the football if everything went wrong with
Yeah.
football, but it's still not what I want. Where I'm having to pay
Yeah.
to then get a job that I might not even like and have to do that for the rest of my life or whatever.
So you're from the UK originally, if people can't
Yeah,
tell by the accent.
yeah, yeah.
You're studying in Miami. How do you think making, an income from something like this rather than going into a job site, going into the office, I guess has helped you while you're traveling, while you're focusing on, football and traveling?
Nah, obviously it's helped a lot. I mean, the free time, like say if I was over in Miami, I mean, it's like an unbelievable opportunity that I have to not just be here but to play football as well. So I feel like if I had to then get a job that's going to take up 80% of my time, like it's
Mm,
going to be school, training, then job, and not repeat, like it's going to be a waste of, I'm not going to be able to travel, see Miami, which not many people even get the chance to do. So the fact that I'm able to do it from my phone, but not just have the chance, like it actually gives me freedom. Like I'm making enough to enjoy Miami. Everyone knows Miami's not a cheap place.
yeah,
So it gives you the opportunity to, I guess, experience Miami, not just be there. Like I can actually experience Miami.
I hear it. Okay. So once you joined, you started seeing success, you landed a role, whatever it was, within the first 20 days, and then you had a first really strong 2 weeks. What was the biggest thing that changed for you? Was it not looking at the price of things? Did you buy something really nice? Like, was there anything that really shifted for you once you started making that sort of money?
Um, in terms of like the being over here, I think it was more not necessarily not looking at the price tag, but let's say if me and a few of the boys were like, all right, let's go here. Like
Yeah.
I don't have to worry like, okay, how much the Uber's gonna be there? Are we gonna get food? Are we getting drinks? Are we gonna go somewhere after? And then okay, I'm gonna have to Uber back now. Like it's
Mm,
kind of like I'm not obviously I'm still looking, but it's a lot of stress relief of like, let's go. Like I don't have to be critical of like how much I'm spending and stuff like that.
And you don't have to say no to when one of your boys asks you.
Exactly. I think it's the biggest thing because it's the experiences that you get, and you're with boys. You're trying to make connections with people who you knew with from all over
Yeah.
the world, and like you really want to say yeah, but you're like you have to say no because you just can't quite afford it or stuff like that. And I think, like you said, that's is a massive thing to just be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I hear it. It's interesting. I think money doesn't buy happiness, but a lack of money will definitely make you like depressed.
No, definitely. I mean, like for me, I've always said money doesn't necessarily buy the happiness, but it buys the freedom to allow the happiness.
Mm.
Like you can create your own happiness, but and that, I'm not saying like people with no money aren't happy, but for me, I want to be able to be free, do what I want,
Yeah.
spend time with my boys. But like, let's say if I go out for a meal with my boys, I want to go, all right, I'll get this one. And it's like just the little things like that that the money allows you to have the more freedom to then be happy.
I hear it. Okay. So what does your schedule actually look like right now, day to day appointment setting, for you?
So right now it's about wake up around 8 a.m. And then I work for about 45 minutes. So I'll wake up, have a shower, get ready in 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Your
And
hair
then
doesn't
what
take
I'll
longer
do,
than that?
nah, it's natural, natural.
Fairs, fairs, fairs.
um, and what I'll then do is for the next 40 or so minutes, I'll just go for every new follower that I've gone through on on the guys'
Yeah.
Instagram. Once I've gone through every follower, I then go back and see if there's any follow ups that I'm worth doing, and kind of just do that for the first 45 to kind of get my mind set,
Yeah.
productive for the day. And then I will go to school, and I'm from school from about 9:30 till about 12:30, the latest,
Yeah.
depending on the day. Come home, have a bit of food, and then I'll have a bit of free time where I'll go to therapy to do my ankle. And even while I'm there, like I'll be sitting on a bed for 20 minutes to warm my leg up with some heat packs and ice
Yeah.
packs. So there's 40 minutes that I can work on my phone, have a quick conversation. It
Yeah.
may not even be closing someone, but it's just a conversation of getting it started. And then after that, I'm free from, let's say, 3 p.m. And then from 3 p.m. I can do what I want. I can normally I'll do more work until about 4, 4:30. And then I'll go watch the boys train until about 6. And then once I
Nice.
come home, start working again, and do that until 10, 10:30.
So that's your day to day right now. Let's remove appointment setting, making money from your phone from that.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it would look pretty much exactly the same, but just instead of booking calls and making money, you just be on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram Reels, just scrolling instead of making money.
Literally, literally that same thing. Like there's the change of the two is like identical. Like
Mm.
we all have a lot of screen time. At least now with my screen time, I'm making use of it.
Yeah. And that's obviously making you more money, but like, does that make you feel more productive, better about yourself, more confident, etc.?
No, definitely, because it's like I think sometimes you can catch yourself like, oh, fucking hell, I've just spent 4 hours on my day
Mm.
straight on TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram, like scrolling, and you're like, what? Like you can't even remember the last TikTok video you seen 5 scrolls ago.
Yeah.
So at least now, like your brain's working constantly, like you're more active. Less, yes, you're on your phone, but you're active. Like you're not just sitting doing nothing.